Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm back in my old E46 M3. This is now part 4 of the whole project. And I've finished. I've done all the jobs that I needed to do, and a couple more that cropped up along the way. So I just wanted to give you a summary basically of everything that I've spent and what it now stands me. So firstly, the mechanics. Now, I won't itemise everything because I'll just waffle on for half an hour. But if you're interested in that, go back to part 2 because that's where I broke down every single job. So we've got £525.92. That was to replace the brake pipes and a faulty rear parking sensor. Then it went back to Darren Wood for an oil leak. It had a minor oil leak on the constant pressure valve. So that was £60 labour and £30 for the part, plus VAT. So that was £108.30. The next job on the list was to get the sat-nav fixed, or the head unit should I say, because it had a little line in it which was irritating. So I found a company called RevTronic based in Bradford. So I posted off the old head unit, sent it off to them, and literally 24 hours later they sent me back the same unit with a brand new screen fitted. That cost £225 including the VAT, including delivery. But now it's like brand new. I've even kept the little cellophane sticker on the front. I don't really know why, it's a little bit of OCD on my part. So the paint bill, I had the whole thing resprayed, barring the boot lid and the rear bumper because they were okay. Plus I also replaced the fog lamps, wheel sensors, headlamp lenses, indicators and the badges. So that bill was £2,398.96. That was done by Paint Perfect in Romiley. Another issue that cropped up, I was driving it a couple of weeks ago and noticed my windscreen wash wasn't working. The headlamp wash was, but not the screen wash. So I ran it to Darren Wood and it was a faulty windscreen washer pump. For a brand new one of those, it was £24.95, which I was amazed at. I just assumed it would be 100,000 million with it being an old M3. So it took half an hour's labour, so the total bill was £65.94. Then, as I mentioned on the previous video, I went to Prestige Wheels and had the wheels refurbished. That cost me £408. Also, there was a clunking on the front end every time I went over a bump, so that needed some anti-roll bar D-bushes. They were £19.81, plus £19 to fit. So with the VAT, that was £46.57. Then I got it back in the showroom, chamoised it all off, and I just couldn't live with the rear boot lid. There were a couple of little imperfections on it, so I ran it back to Paint Perfect and got the boot lid painted. They also lacquered the rear lights, so that bill was £300. I've had new front brake discs and pads. So the front brake discs were £270 and 2p. The front brake pads were £32.30. The rear brake discs were £245. The rear brake pads were £29.74, plus the wear wires, plus tracking, plus a mirror switch was £47.96, plus 2 front Michelin tyres, they were £260, plus an MOT test, plus labour. So that bill was £1,252.82. But now it stops as well as it goes. Speaking of which, my first mechanics bill from Darren Wood for a full service, that was a Inspection 2 engine service, that was £654. They did a service on the SMG box as well. Then there was another bill at my first mechanics for £1,236.98. That I've broke down on the first or second video actually. So let me add all this together. We've got 1236.98 plus 654 plus 1252.82. That's higher than I thought, actually. I certainly couldn't go on Dragon's Den with this sort of business idea. So, I paid £8,000 for this car. I've spent £7,222.49 on repairs. That's just made my eyes water. So, 7,222 and 49p, plus the £8,000 I paid, that's £15,222. So 15 and a quarter this car now owes me. Which is a little worrying, isn't it? Having said that, they are on the rise, perhaps not as quick as other people would have you believe, but they are only going one way in value. Plus the fact, I absolutely love it. Every time I drive it, I just adore it. Then when I get out of the car and walk back towards it, it just looks like new. Everything is new, to be fair, but it just looks like new. Realistically, I think it's worth what it stands me at. I think it's worth every penny of 15 and a quarter to the right person. I've currently got it for sale for 20 grand because, well, to be honest, I don't want to sell it. But a £20,000 offer would twist my arm into getting rid of it, but I don't want to sell it, so that's my theory, basically. I think in a couple of years' time it will be worth 20 grand if I can keep it in this condition. And in the meantime, I'll just use it and enjoy it. So, yeah, that's where we're up to. All right, well, thank you very much for watching me along this journey. If you've got any questions, let me know, because I'm now somewhat of an M3 connoisseur. So yeah, cheers for watching, guys. Thanks very much. Make sure you subscribe, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Any questions, let me know below. Cheers, guys. I'll see you next time.